ngayon ang running o ang pagtakbo. Isa itong murang form of exercise na ginagawa halos ng mga nakararami ngayon. Pero aside from the benefits of physical form, ano pa ba ang benefits ng running? At ang pagtakbo kaya ay para sa lahat. Is there a perfect form for running? This is the perfect time para alamin natin lahat yan dahil kasama ko ngayong umaga ang isa sa mga forefront runners ng Pilipinas. Isa rin siyang university professor, running coach, certified fitness professional, ultra-marathoner, and triathlete na si Miss Michelle Estuar. Good morning, Miss Michelle.
Good morning. Good morning.
So how long have you been into running and what prompted you to get into running?
I started running last January 2009, and what prompted me was my hyperness, and I was really into fitness and fitness and sports, and I was also doing spinning and a lot of body combat in the gym, but sad to say it had no challenge to me at all eventually, and so I tried to find something new that would challenge me and hopefully will also help me lose weight. Because even if I'm there in the fitness industry, of course, we're having a hard time. You know, ladies out there, you know, having a hard time trying to lose and burn all the calories. And it was only in running that I found that is more challenging than cycling. And it's a complete body workout also. And at the same time, I'm losing the calories that I want to lose ever since.
So you're saying po, like how long, yung duration nung pagtakbo nyo na you lose, for example, how many calories? Bawa in an hour's worth of running, how many calories do you lose?
Well, actually, it would depend on gender, your weight, and your physical fitness. So as for me, with my weight and gender, I lose like around in an hour at least 400 to 500 calories. And this almost a little more than indoor cycling classes, also 1 hour.
Is there a perfect form for running? Kasi na-mention natin.
Definitely.
And is it best for everybody? Or do you have to consult a doctor muna before you can get into?
So first and foremost, it's really good for everyone because I believe that we are born to run ever since we had our ancestors were trying to catch food and running away from the predators. They started running also. So I believe that we're also born to run. Only first is we need to consult our doctor because you never know what is running inside, what is inside our body. So consult. Second is consult a good coach. Look for the perfect technique. And then that's when you move on and continue a running lifestyle.
Alright, so what are the benefits of running aside from the physical? Meron din bang mental and psychological na factors na involved?
If it's okay to add in the physical first, because it's not only calorie burning, but you also get to tone. You also help. It will also help you prevent osteoporosis, lower cholesterol, and increase your lung capacity for oxygen. And it would also be good for the ladies out there in our menopausal stage. It would be a friendly menopausal stage for all of us. In terms of emotion and mental, of course, the endorphins, which would make you happy and energetic all throughout the day. And in terms of emotions, it's good release, especially when you are like emotionally down. As for me, when I am more depressed, I run longer distances.
So question po, what's the perfect time to run? Is it in the early morning or late in the afternoon or in the evening? Kasi I know some joggers, they jog in the evening. So what's the perfect time to run, so to speak?
Well, perfect time for run is what is perfect for you based on your lifestyle. So for those who are in the call center, don't be depressed, but you can run at night. And I have a lot of friends who are there too, and they are also ultra-marathoners. But they train before they get into their offices, like around 8 to 10 p.m., and then they go there. And second is best time for me, actually, if you have time, is in the morning because it is when you burn the most during the day. So if you start your day with a good workout, you'll be burning more calories and not working out in the morning.
All right. So is there a perfect form for running? Does it have to be like the shoulders back, or do you have to be? Can you show us, and also a short demo of yung mga warm up niyo po before you go running? Kasi diba, you have to be warmed up and also properly cooled down when you after the workout. So could you show us?
So the proper technique, actually, the best thing I would advise is to look at your strike first. You look at your foot because it's the first thing that hits the ground, and that's where all the 60% of running injuries come from. Is when you hit the ground, it should be your midfoot. So try to avoid heel striking, nor too much forefooting would be bad for your calves. So try to go midfoot, that's plainly flat on the floor. Then you give a slight push on your calves, and then you lift your knee, and then strike the ground with your midfoot again. So it's not heel nor toe, but the whole foot that will touch the ground. Then from your midfoot, you can go for your stride. So that is what you call the strike. The stride is the distance between your front leg and the back leg. So what is natural for you, where you are comfortable, then that is the distance that you should maintain when you run. Don't copy the big guys who go for bigger strides, because you can only do this for shorter distances. And for longer distances, it would be better shorter. But of course, I really advise you go for your natural run where you don't raise your heart rate that much. So that's your strike, your stride, and then you go for your upper body form, wherein you open your chest to allow more oxygen, lift your shoulders up and back, relax, and your head, your neck, your back, and your butt should be aligned, meaning you lean slightly forward, but it's aligned, never slouching, because that's your oxygen. You open it up and keep your head, neck aligned. And then your arms should be swinging, arms at a 90-degree. And
so the palm should be open.
Okay. It should be naturally curled.
Okay.
It's not stiff and straight, but it's naturally curled. So everything should be done naturally. You don't be too conscious, like clenching your fist or open your fingers. It's just the way you like grab a bag of chips in a bag of potato chips. Very, very natural.
So you're saying you have to, what's important is the strike?
The strike, which is the part of the foot that touches the ground.
Right.
Number one.
So you have to get the right footwear pala.
Okay. It's not in the footwear, actually, so don't blame your footwear, your shoes, for whatever injury you have right now. But first is take a look at the root of the problem, which is the part of your foot that touches the ground. Because the part of the foot can hurt or damage the rest of the joints, like your knees, your ITB, your quads, and everything. Then from there, you check out the footwear. It's not the footwear that will dictate, okay, your running career, your performance, but it will just help you protect from the ground, because right now running is going into a minimalist trend, meaning the closer your foot to the ground is, the better. So try to do away with all those cushions and all those bouncy things in your shoe, because the more you feel the ground, the more you can adjust and the more you can react positively.
I see. So is it about speed or is it about endurance, or can you tell us something?
It would depend on the goal of the runner. So there are some runners who would go for endurance, so they go for longer distances. That's why they became ultramarathoners like me. And there are some who would rather go for shorter distances and they go for sprint and go for speed. So it would really, your training would depend on your goal.
All right. So any more events coming up for you? Any marathon events, Miss Michelle?
Right now, I'm promoting Running Essentials, and I call it Running Essentials and not Running Clinic. It's because it's composed of the 5 basic things that you need to know before you run and what you must try before you even run. And right now we have one coming. Actually, we had one in Cebu last Saturday, and it was a very successful one in Ayala Center. Thank you to all the Cebuano runners who supported it. And this coming Saturday, we have one in Festival Mall, and it's from 4 to 7. And by the way, all our running essentials are free for everyone.
Right.
So you just have to check out my homepage, which is Michelle Estuar Running Essentials. Like it, it's a fan page. And
on
then
Facebook.
I will be, on Facebook. And I will be announcing all the updates and all our running essentials.
All right. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Michelle Estuar. Okay, mga ka-homepage samantala, susunod na po ang ating daily health sa aming pagbabalik.
Thank you.